now we going up and coming down. Hey, hey, girls just wanna have fun. We turning up. Someone wrote a runs, someone pour a cup. Cause tonight we going up and coming down. It's gonna be a while. Someone jump up in the crowd. Throw your hands up, go wild. Jump up and down. Cause tonight we turning up. Yeah, tonight we going up. Yeah, tonight we going up.
We live. Yo. Welcome to As Per Usual, episode 10. What's so funny?
Nothing bad. It's just the fact of like the little technical issues you go through. It's just funny how, because people go through this shit all the time.
Yeah,
right.
Man. This is the first
always
episode.
like little stuff.
We're doing it all by ourselves. We don't have. It's just us in this living room tonight.
Yeah.
We set up the camera, the audio. Just let Jesus take the wheel on that. So I have confidence the video will be great, but audio we will see. But yeah, welcome to As Per Usual. I'm one of your hosts, Chopay Scoop Moore.
What's up? I'm Jules.
Chef Funnel.
Welcome to the show. How's it going, fellas? It's episode 10. We made it. Double digits. There's no going back now.
No going back.
Never going back.
I know there was never going back, but now there's really never going back. It's good to be.
After episode 1. After we sat here at episode 1, there was no, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't really see any nerves. Like, I go back and I look at past episodes.
Really?
I thought we would all be more nervous to be on camera for the first time and posting ourselves. But I didn't really see any of us nervous. Like, we are a lot better, though.
Yep.
In terms of, like, storytelling and the way we flow all together. You know, like, we just building chemistry. It's only episode 10,
Absolutely.
but...
And we already had the chemistry before. Now we're just putting it right in front of the camera.
Like group chat chemistry,
Yeah. I think also we're all learning about ourselves. I'm learning about me a lot, even like, you know, like talking fast. Yo, X, trying to take some flicks while we're out here.
Oh yeah, X, where you at? Come back. You just showed us
when you situate yourself.
Yeah,
but
some flicks with the new camera. You might need the memory card though. I don't know what's in there.
But yeah, but I was saying I'm learning a lot about myself. You know, like, cause I know I'm a fast talker, so I know on camera like. I've been trying to like slow down because naturally in real life I talk fast. I don't know, like
now you gotta
like in real life this camera is different. Yeah, so it's like so I don't know over that most episodes I've been like I'm a passionate talker. That's what I think.
Yeah, you are, especially when you're talking about something you actually really care about, like when it's a real topic.
But it's like it's all in front of love, but it's just a passionate talker and everything. But besides that, so I just been learning that on camera. How to bring that passion, but in like a a most smooth flowing way.
Absolutely. Well, I think since we did hit this milestone, I guess mini milestone. Just give a recap of what we're about, what As Per Usual is about.
Sure.
I always like to say it as like a entertainment. We hit all the news like entertainment, lifestyle, dating, relationship topic, but from the perspective of us, which is first generation, from our background, first generation.
Right.
All West African, Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, where we just things that we encounter growing up and just how we view the world in today's topics and today's news these days, and relationships, how we view relationships and getting into all that good stuff.
Right.
I mean, well put. Numbers to really add on that. It's just everything from our African point of view that other Africans can relate to, but we are in America, so we're relating to that from just our household, our upbringing, our mindset that we was brought up and built with. Just mixing it up
for sure.
We were trying to say, Jules was trying to say something.
No, I mean it's a mute point now, but we just like they said, we're just giving y'all an African perspective. Like, yes, we're clearly black, but I feel like a lot of podcasts out there are just giving it like the Black American, African American point of view, when we can just give it first generation or straight from Africa point of view on just things that we live in America, so we give our point of view on something like that.
So possibly first of its kind, huh?
Right.
So just another reminder, please, share it with your friends. Subscribe we're on all streaming platforms now. City, remember hassle, how long it took us to get on Apple.
I know.
Apple
I've seen our stuff is
Apple
going on
Podcasts,
there consistently on
Spotify.
Apple. Crazy,
we are on YouTube, all streaming platforms. So, check us out As Per Usual podcast. Please like, share it with your friends, man. And it's been fun. It's been a fun ride so far. The first 10. Well, now we're in 10. And then here's to another 100.
Let's toast
to that for sure. For sure,
bro.
All right, guys, let's.
Oh yeah, what was it? A recap?
Do a quick, quick recap. Just a quick one because we got heavy topics. Good topics we want to dive into.
I can't even think right now because I'm going to think about my day.
Don't bring us down. Don't bring us down on the day. So this is a joyous moment.
I mean, for sure. I can't think about the recap.
You can if you want. I'm kidding.
Nah, got a new stove. That's the only good thing.
Oh, they delivered it even in the
yeah. Shout out to Best Buy. I love y'all. But the new stove. But then after that, I changed at the app. Came downstairs, ready to hit the road and to see these guys, and then my side view mirror, like, because I know I don't close my side view mirror. I should, but I know I don't. So I
Wait, what do you mean a side view mirror?
On the left side, the side mirror.
You don't close it like.
Oh yeah, like close
like
it.
Okay.
Yeah, to
like
close it in.
Okay.
So I was like, why is this closed? So I go and push it out, and then I see it's like it's a little out. I mean, the mirror's not cracked, or the mirror is fine, but like the compartment that holds the mirror and all that stuff is a little cracked. I'm like, oh my gosh, these freaking drivers! But that really threw me off real quick. But I can't even think about my rest of the week after dealing with that bullshit. But
you here?
Yeah, but I'm here.
Quick one for me, City, before I let you go.
Oh,
I said I got a new stove. I say I got a new chain.
Yo, this boy's been high. Since he got this chain, he's been going to bed with the chain, waking up with it.
I like the quality though, for real.
Yeah. Big body chain.
But whatchamacallit? My week. The week was fine. I'm closing out on this house finally.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm closing out on
Real
this
estate.
house because hopefully it continues because you never know what can happen. But it's closing. The closeout date. Like they accepted the offer.
Wow.
Nice.
And it was everything was going well because that was my hold up. Because once that hit and I'm done with it, I was gonna get my truck financed right away because the bank is gonna take care of like 80% of the shit. So I just needed a house to pass through and then do the truck. So that's my hold up. So I'm just got that.
That's the
Congrats.
You want to pay a mortgage, not a rent, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the second house where this one I'm putting renters in. I'm not living in this one.
You're not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have we are a 3-decker. My mom, my other family, but I'm selling this one with putting 2 people in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
so
2 different.
tenants. Wow.
Yeah, I already have a tenant already too.
Okay.
So I'm just doing that. Then the truck. That was the hold up. But besides that, the week's been good, man. No complaints. Even if there was, I wouldn't really be complaining because it's life.
Yeah. Work solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work straight.
Yeah, work straight.
Always some
good.
stuff
Same.
at work, but
Yeah.
What about you though?
Work is straight. Yeah, I've been working from home. It's crazy working from home, and it's funny because we had this, not really a conversation, but we brought it up. When you work from home, the majority of the time, like I can go in sometimes, but when you work from home, the majority of the time, like you really realize that some days, like you can go like 3-4 days without even stepping, like going outside to like just do random errands and things like that. And then you think you're like, oh, like I haven't done that because like when you're working, you just focus on work. And by the time you know it's 5, dinner, thankfully I have a backyard, step outside for a little bit, but like feels weird. So like I'm trying to get back in the habit. And I remember we were talking maybe like earlier this week or last week, and you were just basically like, you need to find, like you have too much time on your hands. And I was like, shit, yeah, I do. And then I just remembered pre-pandemic, like there's always, like I always could figure out something to do. Like there was always events and things, and like now that things are on the up and up, hopefully to get that back, find some hobbies and find some things that don't always consist of drinking, but just like different kind of events and things to go to, or joining programs, helping, volunteering, stuff like that, where you can, just get yourself out there and help, just be productive. That's always the main thing for me, is just being productive. But, I can't complain right now, man. Summer's been solid so far. Just enjoying this new job, enjoying work, and probably going to go in next week though. Okay. And because it's cool, like finally, like, working somewhere, like having a job that like I actually enjoy the people too, because it could be tough, and usually it's not like that. So that's always big for me. But we'll dive into the topics now. We got some good topics for today. We're gonna start off with, this one's been heavy in the news: Sha'Carri Richardson marijuana suspension ahead of the Olympics. So I'm just gonna read a quick excerpt of it real quick. Banned sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson was not on the Olympic roster, released this past Tuesday, by USA Track and Field, a decision that means that Americans' positive test for marijuana will cost her a chance at running on the relay team in Tokyo. In addition to her, excuse me, that popcorn kernel just got caught in marijuana in the 100-meter race. Richardson's positive test nullified her win in the Olympic trials as well. So quickly, just a quick synopsis. She tested positive for marijuana in Oregon, a place that, is legal to smoke, because the reason why she did smoke was her biological mother. She found out through a reporter, which is kind of messed up, through a reporter, that her biological mother passed away. And, that messed with her. Smoked some weed, but unfortunately, weed is on the ban list for the Olympics, and so they were able to take her out. So that sparked a big debate. People are saying that like weed doesn't enhance your ability to run and all that, all that stuff. So it's tough. It's really tough. It is a sticky one because it is a rule at the end of the day. But I think it's a banned substance. It's a banned substance, but I think it's something that they could possibly, who knows? Michael Phelps has been, in some kind of similar situation sometimes.
They're trying to compare, they're trying to compare the Michael Phelps thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as far as the Michael Phelps, his situation, they were saying that he had smoked 6 months before, prior, it was prior. It wasn't even like her was the night before, so it's not even like a comparison. Because people were trying to make a case.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be wrong on that, but if that's
people were for sure.
Yeah, so that's tough, because you want to be like, oh, you can be understanding for her mom passed, and it doesn't enhance your speed, which I would attest to that a million times. But there's rules.
Yeah, that's a big one right there.
There's rules, and then she did it the night before,
right?
And then again, compared to Michael Phelps, he didn't never get tested positive for the substance. He was taking took a picture of him smoking after the whole situation when I read that.
Okay.
But he was never tested positive during the whole situation of the Olympics.
Right.
But for her, she it's sticky. Like I want to be with everybody else and like with a lot of people and be like, oh yeah, you could understand and it doesn't enhance your thing. It does not. If you want to talk about the enhancing part, she's not gonna go faster for being hot.
No, she's not.
If anything, she's gonna be more careful.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? She's like, do I want to run this race today?
Right? Or she gonna be gliding or glowing through, like, you know what I'm saying? Vibe, not a different path. Like she'll be in her lane, but she'll be in her lane, but she would just be like, yo,
I'm dying.
You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Or sometime too, when you smoke, but I don't know about enhancing, but when you smoke, like sometimes you smoke before going to the gym. I've talked to people like that. People talk about they smoke before going to the gym. It puts them in that zone.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
but it's not steroids.
Yeah,
it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not steroids. It's just a thing that puts you in a zone. Because you can smoke the same weed, but depending on what scene you're in, it will put you appropriate mood for that scene.
Right.
So, but it's hard. I don't know what we're supposed to say for that.
Me, I honestly agree with City. The rules are the rules. When I initially watched, First Take and Undisputed and the whole sports type of shows, I wanted to say that, Shikari, I believe I'm pronouncing her name right, Shikari, should be granted, exception or lenience for her grieving. I've lost my grandmother, but I haven't lost a parent. And I could only imagine, because what I went through when I lost my grandmother at a young age, I wouldn't be able to focus ever on, especially in an Olympic event, that you have to be at your best. And, 50% of it is physical, but the other 50% is mental, So just imagine her trying to prepare and
not be in the right mindset, right?
To be in the right mindset. And it's like, like when she's off that racetrack, it's just like, it's just her. I mean, if she's not around her family or friends or whoever, she's in her room, and what do you think she's thinking about? Her mother, who birthed her, brought her into this world, and they apparently. I even saw in one of the clips after she finished the race, she went up. The first person she went up to in the stadium, the stands with, was to hug her mother.
Dang, it must be hard because it just recently happened when she broke that record. And imagine her mom passing away.
You know what I'm saying?
Not too long after that.
I mean, for her to even... I'd lock myself in a room, honestly.
Yeah, she ran the race the next day.
I lost my grandmother, and that forever changed me. I was just like, my whole outlook on life, and having people you love around you, my podcast brothers right here. Not my brothers, just my brothers. Like, if they were dead and gone, if something happened to them,
don't say that. Right? I was about to say the same thing.
No, but seriously,
don't say that.
I know what you mean.
I don't even know what I would do.
Bro, death would change your perspective on life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man.
I will tell you this though, Mike. So when I've always been the oldest, right? And I was the only child before, so I had no problem with it. But sometimes I always wanted like somebody else to worry about me.
Yeah,
you feel me? So I wanted like an older brother, older sister at some point, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like, but I always was the one where my little sister needed to come from school. I pick her up. Like everything was about that, but not that nobody else was caring about me. But of course the parents were. But you know what I'm saying? You wanted like that.
Yeah.
At some point. So I had a cousin that he whatchamacallit, that he was probably like 4 years older than me. And it was my uncle's son. So we used to always talk when I was in Africa and he was here. We used to always talk and shit. And then, but we never met each other because I was in Africa and he was here. So when I finally moved to the States, I was in Virginia and I was there for a while. From Virginia 2 years, and I moved to Massachusetts. But since I was in the States, I never saw him for like at least a good 4 years after being in the States. And then we finally hung out. I always remember it was my eighth grade going to ninth grade. That summer transitioning into ninth grade. So you go back go to summer and come back. You're a freshman in high school. And I was gone for that summer for 2 months straight. Right, me and him were in Jersey. We hung out. That was our first time we finally met up after all those years. So it was like me hanging with my older brother, kind of, but it really wasn't. So I looked up to him a little bit, but it was like that thing. And this was in Jersey, so we hung out the whole time in Jersey. Like I said, 2 months. I was supposed to go with him and stay in Delaware, but I stayed in Delaware for like a day or two with his mom. Mind you, we left Jersey now. So he was going back to Delaware to stay with his mom, and I was going to Virginia, and then going to come back to Mass. So when we hung out, went to Delaware. He stayed there. I went to VA. Stayed in VA for like a little bit. Then I left. But while leaving, I was supposed to come back and stay with him, but I didn't stay for that week. I just went back to Mass. And then that was the last time I seen him. And then all of a sudden, a week or two later on, he had gotten shot 3 times in the back of the head. And he that death would change your mind. So it's like like there was, like, you know what I'm saying, it was just the person with, like you said, my podcast, we was literally just right there. And then the whole thing was just boom, it's done. Like, I didn't even cry until like my uncle at the funeral, he cried because I was like, I'm not gonna cry. And all of a sudden, imagine a grown man just bust out right in front of you. That's why it would. So death will really change your like. It's crazy. That's why right now you're never gonna be really see me dwell on things for too long. Yeah. I try to live life for the fullest, and I don't try to be mad too long. And you know what I'm saying, like, you just gotta live it up because for sure it's just life. You just never know when it's gonna be like that,
bro.
That's so facts.
You know, and I still can't. I still refuse to believe it. But I remember where I was exactly when Kobe passed, and you know, and for me, I got into basketball. Yeah, like Michael. Like, yeah, I watched just his games. I didn't watch any other team. Anytime the Bulls were on national TV, NBC, or whatever station, I was watching that. But when I really got into following the NBA was during the three-peat with Kobe and Shaq. So I'm talking about Froby. So when I literally grew up, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, just... that's when it was like, okay, like, yeah, like Kobe got me into basketball and following the NBA. So just growing up with him and then literally growing up with Kobe, literally growing up with him. And then me just, you know, my coworker, I was at work and I thought my coworker was just being stupid or just reading like a fake article or some fake Twitter nonsense. And when he told me that, I was like, nah, I don't believe it. And then I came back. I had to do some paperwork, some computer work. Came back 10 minutes later. He handed me his phone, and man, I refuse to believe it, man. Like,
so now imagine that, and that was her mother.
It was someone you
right?
I mean, we don't know her relationship with her because the way they say it is her biological mother, so we don't know if they were estranged. That doesn't matter at the end of the day, but still, we don't know like she was raised with her, but still,
yeah.
It's the person that brought her into this world. I'm sure she had somewhat of a relationship with her, but it's crazy. And
are we saying they should give her a pass?
No, for what? For smoke. Okay,
I'm saying
initially I said that.
For this
but now,
but to think about it, and she said this too in her Good Morning America interview. She was like, she she understood what she did was wrong. She took full responsibility. She said, like, I'm still young. She's 21. She's gonna have many other
21?
Olympics. Yeah, she's 21. She's gonna have many other Olympics, like 3 years actually from now. The next Olympics in 2024.
Oh,
like she'll be. It sucks that she's missing this, but she'll still be. She'll be what, 24 at that point, and she'll be in her prime years. She'll still be like not even like still a baby at 24. It sucks that she's missing this and the opportunity of a lifetime, and she worked so hard for it. But again,
not to shade people, but like whoever gets bronze, silver, and gold is like.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we didn't run against Shikari.
That's what sucks. It's just like the playoffs right now.
But do you think people care about that though? Do you think some people?
I
personally do.
I think the fans or media, whoever looks into it, they will always bring that up. But the actual person, like the Phoenix Suns, aren't like, oh no, we didn't play Kawhi in the West Finals, so our ring isn't going to be valid. No, we got it. Like, they don't care. Their fans don't care.
Yeah, but
Kawhi wasn't like, oh, of course, because we know basketball. We're like, okay. Of course, yeah. But at the end of the day, in terms of everything and all in that field, it's survival of the fittest. It's injuries are part of the game. Okay. So and shit happens. Draymond got suspended. That was a part of the game. Like that, it happened. You can't take it back. Injuries happen.
And not to
situations
topic,
happen.
But,
yeah.
I guess we're kind of on the topic, so it's not really off. But like, personally for me, I never understood the fascination with marijuana. Like, I just never understood it. I've
teaches their own for sure.
I was in, I grew up in private school, and I would be from a young age, like 13. I think 13 was when I first was introduced to it. Like, somebody actually came to me and like tried to pass me a blunt. I don't remember if it was a house party or it was at school. I want to say it was at school. Literally at school, people were smoking.
Because you were a young African kid too. You wasn't taking that shit.
It was that. But I think this is mad corny. But remember the DARE program we had when we were kids?
Yeah.
I think honestly, if I didn't have that, I honestly probably would be. I'm not saying like weed is bad or whatever. I actually am a proponent of using marijuana. Honestly.
Yeah.
As I've grown up, but
DARE used to scare me straight too.
I think that's what it was. DARE was really always with me. Not now. Now it's just like I don't have a use to for marijuana. Like, it just, I feel like even though I never tried it, I never put a blunt to my lips. Like, I fishbowled. No, that's mad corny to even say. But I have fishbowled.
Does that count? City.
Let the man talk.
Let him say what he has to say.
Right? Get it out.
But no, I have fishbowled, right? So like, I know what. Yeah, really. I mean, I didn't do all that, but I know. But I have inhaled that, and it's like I'm sitting there. I'm just like,
it's not the same. It's not. You see, look at this. This is what I talk about. I'm gonna say, no, get out of here.
It's not the same. If the windows are up and dudes is yo. And I'm like this, nah. I'm like doing the back.
It's like saying you smelt the whiff of food by your nose, so you're full.
That's kind of cap. That's kind of cap.
Yeah, because you're not gonna get high from. I mean, you can get second high. People say I'm high from this.
High.
Like, but it's not. You can't compare it to judging what.
Right. For sure. But I'm just saying how I felt when I was in those cars.
You felt high after?
No, of course I did. But I was just like, this is what y'all feel like, man. But like City said, it's not actually taking in, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling.
Oh yeah, because your first time you had a first time high story. Everybody has the first high story. So, you know what I'm saying? So you didn't really get high.
Right. Yeah.
If you didn't put a blunt to your mouth ever, and then you was in the car by secondhand smoking, but you didn't really get that high where you can be like, because everybody has that first high story where they were tripping at some point, or it was significant enough that they remember it. Yeah. You didn't get that from that. So
I like I have a first drunk story. So yeah, you're right. I agree with that. But yeah, anyway, my point is,
where did you end up in your first drunk story? Just tell me where you ended up. At the end.
Where I ended up?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's okay.
I remember I was in Connecticut, chilling with some shorties.
Hey.
And I just remember hurling. I just remember hurling and just throwing up, bent over on the toilet, throwing everything I ate in the morning and for breakfast and for lunch, just throwing it up in the toilet. And that's why I don't mess with vodka like that. Like, vodka, is my enemy.
Were you at like a Connecticut college party or something, UConn?
Nah, I was at I want to say it was like a shorty's like sister's house or something like that. And I remember they were like Oh yeah, so I just had graduated high school. What? No, I just had graduated. Was it high school or was it high school?
8th grade?
I just had. Yeah, no,
Eighth
I'm sorry.
grade.
No,
You don't vodka at eighth grade?
Wait, was I doing that?
I mean, I'm not gonna say because back then people was getting into things.
Am I capping?
When I was starting eighth grade, I was not on like drinking and smoking at that time. I didn't start smoking until my 21st birthday was my first blunt.
Oh, that's old. Yeah, that's old. That's
my
old.
21st birthday.
Yeah, no, because people usually,
first blunt.
typically people I know, they usually get into like 13, 14, 15. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you haven't really been in the game that long, bro.
I mean, I've been there for a while. Since 2000 what?
What is that now? 10?
9?
9?
I think it was 2009.
I remember a story
12 years ago.
with us. I won't go into the story. But
Why not?
It was a 420 story when we were all in Newberry. And then with
Oh, City?
Yes, City. I didn't
City,
smoke.
you give permission to show.
It's not. I'm not gonna tell the story.
Yeah, the audience.
It's not even like a real story. Just it's something I remember. And then with Paul and I think Michelle was there too. That was 420. We all went out. I didn't smoke, but it was you three.
You didn't smoke at that time?
No.
Nah, something didn't
Yeah.
smoke.
When did you get into it?
Really? Oh, I'll tell you a story. High school was the first time I did. I did try it in high school. I did 3 times.
No, but when did you get into it?
Into it was later in life then. Probably like 28,
after college?
29.
After he left.
Yeah.
After definitely
Wow,
after
that's
he
way
left.
after college.
29, I'd probably say.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't really. Yeah, when I came back, because I was in North Carolina for a while, he was out DC and here, so he wasn't smoking. When I came back in 2017, 16,
I
he was
really
a chimney.
wasn't.
That's when he was. That's when he started talking about smoking. I was like,
No, but I was more casual. I was more casual. Yeah, true. That's
I'm
facts.
dying right now.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is.
Wow. But yeah, I ain't on it. Yo, but hold on, real quick though.
are you open to trying it once?
It
That you can
doesn't
make a
seem like
decision.
if he never tried it and he's
Yeah,
31.
yeah,
but
About to be old, about to be 32. His birthday,
Right.
birthday.
Definitely,
back.
yeah,
I
definitely.
meant to shout that
Yeah,
out
we
early.
definitely gotta
I
hit
actually
it
meant to
for
say
sure.
that
You gotta hit
early.
the blunt on.
You gotta say Joel's
Appreciate-
birthday this weekend.
Appreciate it. 32, old as hell.
Yeah.
What? We
We
gotta
get that. We
definitely.
should have had
yeah,
some mimosas
yeah.
or had a cake. The city actually brought a cake. Let me bring that up.
There's a CBD wine. I think I posted it
Yeah.
in the group chat.
I don't think
Am I
so.
tripping? I posted the CBD wine. It
Maybe
wasn't
a while
wasn't this
ago.
group
I heard,
chat?
a while ago, yeah, I heard about
Okay.
I've heard about it.
I'm
Bring that next time.
I'm proposing this to y'all. I would try that.
Okay.
I don't
It's crazy because
Cause
drinking.
it. Eat a brownie,
brownie,
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookie.
edibles.
Yeah.
Let's relax.
We get a
Let-
mint.
He
let-
said,
let-
let's relax.
Because they
I
can reach
do
out to
drink.
Amanda real quick, give her a little quarter.
Yeah.
I do drink. I do drink. So let me just do,
Everybody drink.
See,
and that's
nah,
bad
not
for
true.
you.
That's not
Drinking
true.
bad.
I know people who just roll up and say, "Nah, I don't drink." Me personally.
But they sip though.
Okay, you're saying generally everybody drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right. That's
Like
right.
me, like I, like you know what I'm saying. Like I was.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker anymore.
But yeah, you'd much rather roll up.
Yeah, and I would take a sip of a glass or two.
Yeah.
Once I hit that peak,
Yeah.
I might just leave the glass alone and roll up again. But I'm not really gonna be drinking.
Real quick, is it tough mixing?
Whew. Sometimes it can be. You have to be in control of your
That's what I-
surroundings. You have
Well,
to be
your surrounding just in
and just
control.
like just control yourself, control your body, like you, because it can bring you for a loop. It can
Yeah,
bring you.
people
For
don't
a
like to
loop.
mix it up.
People don't like to
Yeah.
mix it. It can depends because with you guys, I think I'd be fine. But like if you bring me to like say like you bring me to your boys' house, that like I really don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm there and I've mixed, and then it could become a
Right.
It could become a situation.
All right. What
with-
about if
with me?
y'all around a woman that you're interested in?
Okay.
It might be the same thing
It
depending
might,
on
yeah,
what
it depends
scenario.
on this. Like if
Yeah.
I'm at the crib, if I'm here and that happens, I'll be fine. I'll be in control of the situation. If I'm somewhere I'm not familiar with, then I remember we brought up Samantha a second ago. I remember when she was like talking about like Ed was like, do not go to the mall or like go somewhere. Don't go out
With mad
like,
people?
With mad people. If you're, and she's right because I've done that. And then I'll be like at the Apple store or something, and I'll start getting paranoid. Where I'm like, oh shit, like I just want to go. What am I doing here? I wish I could teleport right now. I wish I could make it home. What am I doing? Like that's what will go through your mind. So it's funny, but
You're like
you know,
stealing
we all
iPad
have.
and shit.
Yeah, right, imagine, and then you're like, this is not really happening.
like
I'm not dreaming. No. Yeah,
Yo,
shit like that happens. It's funny.
I'm dying right
The
now.
one story that I
Everyone's-
always remember was I was going to I was driving and then that's the first time I actually hit a bottle bong. This girl put me on you put the aluminum foil on.
What's the difference, real quick?
It just when you hit it the different ways you get different type of high. It's just
Oh, really?
different. Yeah, it's just different. It just hits you differently. But when I got ha. like she put the aluminum foil on the water bottle and then put the hole in there. That's my first time trying. That was way back, and then poked the hole on the aluminum foil and then put some weed on top of it. and then you smoked it. It's like a bong, but
I seen that.
Yeah, but then that was mind you, it was way back. So I hit that. We're driving to go. I don't know where we're going. Bro, it was on Park Ave. On Park Ave by Elm Street. On Elm Street, right?
You told me the story.
Right on Park.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm driving like this. I'm thinking I thought the light was like, I was 3 feet behind the light. It was red.
You're 3 feet behind the light, okay.
Well, yeah, because this is the light, and I'm like here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, so I'm like, instead of the line was, I was 3 feet behind. I'm thinking I'm there. Holding the wheel tight. Literally, I thought I was there, and the cop pulled up next to me. I looked at him.
Eyes red and low.
Eyes red and low. Me and the girl looked at each other. Oh my god, shit. But it was quick. We looked at each other. By the time I looked back, looked up, the light turned green right away. So it wasn't like
stepped on the gas.
So I didn't even step on it. I slowly just. It was like a.
Yeah.
And I looked, it just like sometimes it's not bad though. Like I can mix mine. Like I can, no matter what the setting is, I can. If I was drinking, but see, I would sip. I wouldn't drink.
You don't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I would sip.
One glass.
Yeah. It may be two, but it wouldn't be long. If I'm there for however long I'm there, it may be two glasses, but it'll be a slow sip.
For sure. Wow. All right, guys, and that was fun. Let's dive into the second topic.
Wait. And then let's not though.
Close off.
Yeah, because when we was on that topic, I was reading into it, and some articles came up. And there was another story about this. I think this Jamaican chick. She's a track runner too.
Okay.
And
I know her name.
She was having not crazy to go too deep into it, but she was having she has like this hormone thing where she gains more testosterone.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
but
a
wasn't
female
that
runner.
Africa? Wasn't that Africa?
The South African girl. Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah,
right.
Castor.
Yep.
Castor.
I did read that.
It's crazy. So they're trying to say that she can't compete
with women.
So she can compete with men.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
I didn't hear about this
one.
No.
It's so
crazy.
Because
her it grows, it builds up more, and she's
full female.
Full female.
Wow, she's full female.
Yeah, and all this is natural.
Wow.
What's happening to her is natural, no enhancement, nothing.
Right. Wow. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, with all the situations, because there was also another situation I don't know too well, but with the it might have also been swimmers with the caps that they're not allowed to
with
the hair. Yeah. It's just all these old ass white men that are making all these regulations and stopping black people from performing and doing their. It's crazy, and that's where I then stand with with everyone. Where I know rules are rules. Like not in this case, and not with the cap case, but. It's just ridiculous. Some of these regulations are so outdated, and they just need to go. They need to all be abolished.
Shikari could have a exception to run.
Yeah,
because of the grievance and the sudden abrupt type of grievance it was. But
yeah, that one is tough. Crazy. That one is tough to just bend it and be like, oh yeah, you can hop over it.
Yeah,
because it was abrupt. It was. Yeah, I don't know if she knew that. Her mother would be passing. Yeah, I don't know.
Right, but still, but that's why rules are rules and put in place. Because you need a structure, then you have to go around it or with it. So,
how do we address mental health?
So then she's not mentally ready to be on over there. Then, you know what I'm saying? She may not be
I mean, yeah. I think in her case, I think she was just feeling.
4 years.
I think that she was just depressed. Her mother passed away, and then she's just man, I just need to escape. Just pass me that. Not even thinking about what the
but that's what I'm saying.
Were.
When you're grieving, and I've grieved, it's like you're not even there. You're not even in the world.
Did you drink when you were grieving? Crazy, because you don't smoke, so I can't say you hit the blunt. So did you start drinking?
You were you young, pretty young when your grandmother passed away?
Yeah,
so
I was
you
pretty young.
Weren't drinking then.
So you probably weren't drinking. Were you 21?
I was drinking.
Oh, you were drinking then? Okay.
That was at 15 when I was 15.
Oh, you was drinking then?
I was, but I don't remember. I don't know if I was drinking
illegally 15.
But I don't cope with alcohol though, because especially in the field that I work in, I see what it does to people.
Yeah, I've done that in the past. And
I've seen millionaires just like this. Everything is gone because of this. So I have the sense enough to be like, all right,
yeah, for sure.
I gotta. There gotta be another way to grieve.
Yeah, and also too, she's 21. You can't show her. It's a message of passing. Even though yes, we feel bad that her mother passed, and it hit her in a different way because it was just so sudden. you can just be like, oh yeah, because this happened, so we're gonna give you a pass because we understand the situation. Now she's gonna learn from that situation in life that
for sure.
no matter what the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, it's tough, but I'll give it. It could have been an argument if Michael Phelps got the tap on his hands, but his. Right. I really read into it if I thought he was getting a pass, but he really didn't get a pass. So. Right.
Well, I think we all agree. Yeah, we all agree.
So we're gonna from one controversial topic.
We
to
sympathize.
The next. Yes. From one controversial topic to another controversy. This is the controversy episode, I guess. With the Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor debacle of Rachel Nichols caught on the hot mic. Speaking to LeBron's PR person, and so just to do another quick synopsis of
Rachel Nichols.
Rachel Nichols, that she's a ESPN reporter. She was removed, like she was always on the sidelines doing her thing. She was a former host of NBA Countdown on ESPN, but they ended up in The Jump as well. A show that I watch religiously. I didn't watch it this week.
Wait, how many years in a row was she on the sidelines for that?
Since
finals?
Doris left, so I want to say maybe since 2017 or 2018.
Oh, okay.
But so quick from the New York Post, ESPN, and I want to get the quotes. I want to actually say what she said. I don't know if I have that in front of me right now, but I'll just say a couple quick paragraphs. ESPN has removed Rachel Nichols from the sidelines from the NBA Finals. The network announced on Tuesday, and I'm gonna read the words that she said in a second. Post New York Times, an audio clip he was expressing and given. Nichols is white. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna. Here we go. I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers, and this is her on the hot mic talking, saying her real feelings. I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football. She covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I personally know from the female side, like, go for it. Just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it from me or taking away my thing. My thing.
You see?
I just want them to go somewhere else. It's in my contract. By the way, this job is in my contract. In writing, she added. So that was crazy.
But you see, though, and especially people who have never been oppressed. You see, when diversity, when it doesn't affect
you,
them, you see how people act.
Yep. And then to add on that, it's then she comes up on camera and she tries to be an ally and she's trying to say all this thing like how she stands with us or all that nonsense. Oh, no, but then you go back when it affects you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Then piggyback. Of course, maybe she does. Maybe she does feel those things. But then when it affects her personally, like you just said,
but you see,
then you see the true. Then you see the true colors are. But you just said, it's a stick. Another.
You see how convenient it is.
When you could be an ally, you can see how convenient it is. But when it affects you,
right?
Then you become on that other side.
You see,
now you see it.
You see,
so
you really see when you're really put in situations.
Exactly, we're on the same page.
Then you really see people's true colors come out.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that fight or flight type of dynamic and aspect of like,
for sure.
Or you could talk a whole lot, like I would do this on this situation, but when it's actually when it comes to reality. Now
look what happens.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of Rachel Nichols.
Same.
I'm a fan of her. She reports well. So does Maria Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Walt Disney and ESPN said, hey, because of the climate, we might want some black representation? Right. I do think so. Let's be real. I do think so.
I mean, it's so many different.
So, but Rachel, like. At the same time, I have to say, Rachel, you kind of had to maybe have seen this.
She's rising. She's a rising star.
Especially in the climate we are in, where racial tension is at an all-time high.
Also, you got to give Maria her credit, too.
Yeah.
She's great at her job. She's probably better than Rachel. She vibes better with the crew on Countdown.
I've seen her Saturday morning on SEC and the ACC and all that and doing college football. Yeah,
on the NBA stuff, on the NBA side. And before I let City go, just to add more context to it, It's basically, Rachel, she was removed from that. She was removed from, I think we said at the sideline reporting after all this came out, and, just a ton of backlash. It's been heavy. It's been a big topic this week where, she had a mini, 30-second apology where people aren't saying it was enough. Then she had Kendrick Perkins and Richard Jefferson there to, have her back. Steven Jackson came on and said some nonsense, too.
I'm split, though. I'm split.
I'm split where I don't think she's a racist, but... Again,
people online said that?
People are saying that. I don't think there's.
That's always the first.
That's always the first. Yeah, I don't think she's a bad. I don't even think she's a bad person, but I just think she said
all Black Americans literally every day of the week.
Yeah,
she's not racist.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't mean because you do it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean just because you're with Black.
It doesn't mean just because you don't. Because you just said, when it fits you best,
right?
That's when you want to use it.
Yeah,
right. You feel me? That her comment. Yes, you can talk to Black people every day and work with them every day. She
literally a certain way.
Doesn't mean your mental your mental ain't working with Black people every day fully. You know what I'm saying, in there. Because right there, when the shoe fitted her, she put it on.
Right.
Yep.
So right there, and then it's where, and I'm agreeing with y'all. I don't think she is.
Not even close to me.
Right.
For me,
I don't think she is. So I mean not approach her that way. But I would say she, because I don't think that when they were hiring, what's her name,
Maria Taylor.
Yeah, Maria, to do what they were thinking. Well, they were probably thinking, oh, the climate we're in, let's mix it up. But
Maria Taylor been there for a minute though.
Exactly. I was about to go back to that.
I believe,
but she's been there for a while. She earned her stripes. She's hot right now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know Rachel. Right. So you know what I'm saying? So the public was trying to switch up a little bit, and she was out of place. So even
I think it's also fucked up for the conversation to be recorded.
Exactly. But even
if she didn't know, or then to be, because it's been out for a year, and I've heard.
Oh, for a year.
Yeah, this happened a year ago. The recordings,
ESPN
knew.
That recording's a year old.
Yeah, the recording was in the bubble last year.
Oh.
In Walt Disney.
This finals.
No,
it just came out. It just aired out.
No, it happened. It just aired out, but it was for last year.
Oh,
it just aired out.
Right.
And it came out a little snippet. Deadspin, dropped it a little bit this year, saying Rachel had said some things, but this is the first time the actual audio came out was this past week, last weekend. Yeah, so that was in the bubble, and she said that because Maria did host it, and it was kind of just with the kind of the arrogance of what she said. She's like, she can't take my thing. Yeah. It's I understand it, but not when it affects me. Right. And it's kind of, that's fucked up. That part is fucked up. Right. But I mean, that's how she thinks. It's how she feels, and you can't fault someone for the way they feel. But when you hear it, then how's Maria supposed to feel about that?
But she was saying, you can't take my thing.
Yeah,
I think to the messed up part of her saying, because she's saying my thing, so she felt she's been there for a while. She felt she's the OG of that whole thing. What she's saying that, but then when she want to make the comment of because y'all thing. Because you only got it because
crappy diversity issue.
Right, you only got it because, and that her saying that, saying you only got it because they're trying to make some diversity thing happen, so they're putting you in there. So now she's kind of discrediting her, and you weren't meant for this shit. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? They're only giving it to you because they're trying to please some type of platform and meet everybody else going on right now, but it ain't really for you. So you don't, you know what I'm saying? That's not just You can be salty,
right?
But we see how far you're the ESPN employee that gave the tapes away or whatever, gave it to New York. She got suspended for 2 weeks, no pay. That's the biggest
She must have got paid more though, right, for giving that tape. Don't people get paid for giving
possibly a little undisclosed. It's New York Times. You want this tape? It's going to be a hefty price, right? Imagine,
so right?
I'd be give me $1 million for that,
right? Because they're going to fire me for 2 weeks and I don't get paid for 2 weeks. Right? Give me that $1 million.
No, for sure.
Damn, I'm going to a different country where they don't speak my language.
That's crazy to me though. But yeah, Maria Taylor, man.
Yeah, she's a superstar. She's gonna be big time.
Oh, for sure. Her and Malika. Andrews.
Yeah, Malika. She took Rachel's other job. She actually took the sideline job.
See,
Malika.
See. So it's happening. Rachel keeps happening.
Right.
It keeps happening to her.
So now she lost. I don't think she's getting that. She just better hopefully Stephen A. isn't hosting the job next week.
No, for sure.
They make Stephen A. work too much. every ESPN show.
But yeah, we can link that topic. So
on what?
What do you what do we all think about being pushed out of a position that we've earned over the years? Do you think seniority rules, or do you think
if the boss
isn't it what have you done for me lately? Don't you feel like it's like that in terms of
if you find someone? I mean, in terms of that industry. if you find someone that you think is a better fit, you go with that in terms of that industry.
But what about the work somebody put in? For example, remember when people were tripping when Kobe got 2 years, $48 million a year ago? They're like, "What?"
That was blasphemy.
But he brought the Lakers franchise up from the ground when they had nothing. He brought them chips on chips on chips. 5 chips he brought them. So I'm saying that to say, if you put your blood, sweat, and tears into a franchise, a business, a corporation, a company, or whatever,
You should be rewarded.
you should.
In terms of what you're saying for Kobe.
Think about how long Rachel's been there. It's been a decade, right? Over a decade.
Yeah.
So
you can speak in the mic. Speak in the mic.
That's why I'm on her side. It's like, yo, ESPN.
Even the mic.
I brought you your ratings.
Where's the loyalty, right?
Where's the loyalty? But does loyalty play a part in? It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Like Super was saying, it depends, especially in that industry. Well, in a lot of industries,
right?
Because even at my job, sometimes I'll be asking about, and I'll just do some stuff, just the basics of like moving up.
Right.
You be saying, damn, why didn't that person go up? Because they were here for so long, but they got the other person who might be younger, or they might be able to pay them a certain way, or pay them a little less. There's always some type of politics going on.
Right. Politics. That's the word. Politics.
So wherever level you're at with her, they're probably saying she's younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's hot going on.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying, that. So everybody's like, so they're gonna give her that shot. Right. But it's just politics, man. Sometimes it happens, but the loyalty can go so far. Right. It can go so far. But I feel you though. You know what I'm saying? You want to build your company and be like, damn, y'all could have at least I've done like Stephen A. If they did Stephen A. dirty for some shit, he thought that was like if something happens with ESPN,
I thought you said he did that.
No, I'm saying if something happened with ESPN, because Steve, like you were just saying, they make Stephen A. work a lot. So if something happens, if a situation happens where Stephen A. feel like, yo, even though I understand that decision, I've been doing A, B, C, and D for you. You know what I'm saying? You should be
facts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, at some point, but sometimes
it's a crazy game.
The newer how that thing always goes, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the new shiny toy, I get it, but yeah, like I'm on. I don't know. Like I'm kind of on the fence of both.
I mean, it's crazy. I just feel like because Rachel, I mean, she also had her own. I mean, she's been given a lot too, because like you know who her mother-in-law is, Diane Sawyer.
Oh, really?
ABC, yeah.
I didn't know.
I believe
that.
her husband. I believe that's her stepmother. His husband's stepmom.
Wow.
So yeah, she's been given a lot too.
2020.
2020. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And
that's a fact.
It's just like you just gotta be that. Again, she thought she was speaking in confidence, like confidentiality. Right. That sucks. Again, you can't fault someone for thinking something at
Rachel
the end of the day.
Put in some blood, sweat, and tears.
She did. Like, she's worked her way up too.
But then you can look at it. Maria has too. Maria be up early Saturdays at Alabama U, LSU on the sidelines in the cold with them jackets, like reporting, like, yo, I'm giving y'all the stats and everything.
You
so
should get rewarded
I get
for
it, and I'm happy for her, and I wanted to keep going, but I don't know. I guess maybe just me personally, I feel like loyalty, blood, sweat, and tears, anything you put in to show, especially a company that hired you, it's like, damn, it's I kind of feel for Rachel. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I kind of feel for her. Think about how much money she's brought into that company. Think about it.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It's another sticky one. Because I don't think she's on the whole racial part of it. She's probably just saying like, yes, she earned her stripes, but I feel like you guys are trying to put it over me because you want to fit your diversity pocket and fill it in.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying.
Trying to get some more information.
All right. In your opinion, do you think that's what Disney and ESPN said? Yo, we gotta. Because
it could be half and half.
I mean, I think, and there's
because she's hot right now.
Young woman, yeah.
She's hot right now. Young woman, and Rachel's. Everybody know the face. Everybody know her. Yeah. They want to spice it up. Sometimes you want to change it up. Sometimes you want to spice things up, but you're not changing up with the wrong person.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like
it's not the wrong person.
You're not changing with the wrong person, and then during this time, a lot of corporations, a lot of big businesses want to fit in. They want to do their part.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it makes sense. I don't think it's malicious, but like we're both saying, or like we're all saying, loyalty is a big thing, and depending on what the company is.
Right.
But It's business.
Damn.
It's business. Politics and business, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably say the same thing if I was in her shoes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then if you're in the corporate, and then put yourself in the other shoe. Of the corporation.
Oh, Maria,
if you're the big boy,
the
when the rule
yeah.
for your organization, want to make some type of big picture or make everybody look good for you, and I'm saying,
right.
what are you gonna do in this time? How do you fit in with what's going on?
Right.
Somebody who's shining right now. People might even ask, "Oh, why didn't they give it to her?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how social media is.
Right. Why didn't they give it to her now? Because we already know Rachel. She's been around for a minute. Everybody goes, so she's popping right now. So it's like Maria's popping. So it's like,
And Shope, didn't you say that Rachel took Dora's job?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
We don't know.
okay. So when it okay, so it's cool when you can take Doris Burke's job and she has to go in the booth with I forgot his name and call those Memphis Grizzlies games. But no shots at Doris Burke.
Mark Jones.
Mark Jones. Oh, he's dope. I like him. But when it's your time to step off for a minute and let somebody else shine.
right. It can't just be what it is.
Just
That
like
could be
Brett Favre and
something.
Aaron Rodgers. And now Aaron Rodgers is talking about
Get me out of here.
it's yo. Yeah.
It's a crazy
tough.
game.
It's tough. Yeah, I honestly, this is
It's a lot, but-
one topic I don't really have a
You-
side on.
but
I sympathize with both of them.
You got to look at it from the side of like the black woman, though. It's like the side of the oppressed. It's like they're always. It's like
For sure.
It's always something, you know. It's always. And black people just in general, it's
Right,
just
yeah.
like
We're always-
you
yeah.
can never win. You can it's just like it's always something like you can never be
like I said, I
because of
support
our
it.
talents. Never because of our talents, because it's a diversity hire.
Right.
It's because we're just not that. Oh, maybe we weren't. Of course, you're good enough. You're that good enough. But it's just like it's always something. It's like or crappy diversity. That's why you got the job. No, it's because she's great at her job. Of course, the company thing. I know we already had that talk. Of course, of course it's there.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't get the job.
Right. If
She
it's just all
wasn't
about diversity.
qualified.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Great
that's my
point.
main thing.
Yeah,
at
she
the end
wouldn't
of the
be
day.
put up for it.
She wouldn't be put up for the job
Yeah.
if it wasn't. She wasn't
And we wouldn't be giving her. You wouldn't even be. You talking about all the stuff she just did, waking up in the morning, all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't get that image of her if she wasn't putting in the work. So she put the work in to stand out.
So it just sucks that that's
So
what
on
always
top
is the
of
first
her being
thing.
younger and hotter, not as looks, but just hot in the arts.
In the game right now, she's one of the best analysts.
No, for sure.
She's one of the best at her job right now.
I used to love her, Paul Pierce, and Jalen go at it.
Uncle P. I loved it when she would call Paul Pierce Uncle P. Old ass. Paul Pierce is like, you see?
Right.
Kwame Brown is like, you see what I said? Like, you see?
Oh wow, we didn't even talk about Kwame Brown. We
yeah,
might have
yeah.
to bring that as a topic.
Yeah,
We might have to do that in the future for y'all guys. We might have to do a
Kwame
Kwame
Brown, yeah, that is a 1 hour special on Kwame's journey, right?
Yeah, we got to do that.
So
Yeah, we
we
gotta
can,
jot that down for sure.
so we can wrap it up here. We have one more, and then this will also. I feel like this episode was a good connecting. All the topics really connected, because now we're gonna just go into Chauncey Billups and Big Shot Billups. My bad. The new coach of the Portland Trailblazers, NBA All-Star, NBA champ, NBA Finals MVP.
This topic gives me the chills.
Yeah, Celtics first round draft pick. I believe he was the number 3 pick in '97. So it's funny because that's where it takes us back to when he was 19 in Boston at Antoine.
Honestly,
I didn't know about this.
I
It
didn't
came
watch it
up.
then.
It came up from I didn't watch basketball at the Celtics back then either. But just basically, just a quick another. I won't have the art. Let me check if I have an article real quick.
Okay.
But I know this story pretty well. I was in tune with this. I don't think I
Big shot.
found
Billups,
out. But
man.
basically, it was Chauncey. He'd been trying to be a coach for a while. He was up for the GM job or president job for Cleveland for a little bit a couple years ago, like right before Braun's last year, going into Cleveland. And he was also in talks for the Boston Celtics job.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, his old transgressions came up that he allegedly, or he never got convicted for it, but sexually assaulted along with, I don't even want to say other names, so just keep it at Chauncey Billups. Right. Sexually assaulted a girl at a party when he was 19, and I never heard of this story.
Yo,
Never heard of it.
I didn't hear it
throughout
until
his career.
y'all sent me the link.
Yeah.
I did not even
so
hear about
basically, it came up, and then there was an outrage. They didn't want him to get the job. He eventually got the Portland job over Becky Hammond, who could have been the first woman head coach. So people were upset, and the Portland Trailblazers PR had to do major damage control. Trying to we did our due diligence. We got all the facts. He was never convicted. It was this and that and that. Like Chauncey said, like that event like changed his like outlook on life moving forward. You know, things that you do in life, choices that you make, you know, can affect you. So basically, main thing for the terms of this topic is just basically like, should things that like you did in your past, like that got you in trouble, or like not even major trouble, but just negative things, come back to then haunt you when you want to go on to bigger, better things in your 30s and 40s. It always does, but it's just like
some of it shouldn't.
Some of it shouldn't. I mean, of course, like if you did something crazy, of course, then it should. But
I mean, that's what life is about.
It depends. That's what life is about, right? You live and you learn. Decisions. You make a wrong decision, it brings you down the wrong path. Right. You learn from it.
And I hear a lot of people who make like, you know, and I've even used it myself, like, oh, I was young, I was dumb, I was young. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's, yes, you were young, you didn't know as much as you do now, and et cetera, but at the end of the day, you learn very quickly that like, that's what life is about. You either make the right decisions or you either make the wrong ones. Mm-hmm. Should you be held accountable in the future for stuff that you did when you were younger and you didn't know better?
No. In this case, I think no. This shouldn't have been a story at all.
Especially if he moved. The thing is, especially
he wasn't even convicted.
He wasn't.
No one knew about this story. This happened in 1997 or 1998.
Right. And then look at the man he's become to be.
Exactly.
Like you found nothing else deep on him. But you want to go back to then, right? Just because he's another black man, his past still has to be who he is now. But they couldn't find nothing else. I'm sure anything else would have been pulled up. Is why I'm saying that. Right. So with that being said, you only find that thing that's been so bad that he was not convicted for, and he's, come on, man, get past ridiculous. That. Like, there's so many white people who's in big power right now that have done mad shit. Like this conversation makes me mad when I hear that, because every time you're a black person, you do the littlest thing. Like your whole life is fucked. You're the worst person ever. But there's mad people in these powers, these government powers, and other high positions that have done other shit that have been wiped under the ground because there know lawyers, judges, DAs, and different government officials that they wipe it out, but it doesn't come up. They don't judge them for that.
It's ridiculous.
But when you're a black person, they go through everything. It's 97, 2021. And then now want to bring that shit back up because now they want to compare, because the first lady, okay, I get it, she's going to be the first lady coach, but he's been valid before that, though. The only thing, you know what I'm saying, is valid.
Let me play devil's advocate. No, I agree with you.
You better put that devil's advocate.
No. I just want to make.
You play it, then I got it. So yeah, you go. And then
okay, I'm asking this question to you too. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say Chauncey Billups, but let's say the same incident happened to a guy named Bill, right?
Mm-hmm. Billups.
Bill, right? Okay. And Bill was supposed to be a babysitter for the night and watch your daughters. Your daughters.
Bro, you said babysitter.
Right? No.
What's talking about? So what? I just want to hear. I want to hear the allegation.
What's my?
But I want to hear the allegation. I want to hear the allegation he's gonna say.
He's not with nobody one-on-one. He's not with nobody.
You're right. I want to hear the allegation you want to say first. Babysitter that what?
I'm just saying.
Babysitter that what?
Your let's say your daughter's like 12, 11, maybe, you know. You just, no, wait.
No, but say the allegation. We're listening.
Some of my 12-year-old daughter and shit. Go ahead.
So let's say you guys had found out that, hey, Bill had this.
A man gonna watch my daughter.
Mind you, it's 2021. But back in 97, sexually assaulted a woman with his friends at a party. Would you, yes or no?
So, one, I'll never have another grown man that's not related to me, like babysit my daughter.
Right.
So just make it a woman. So that's weird.
Yeah, that's not even happening.
That's not
what
happening.
the fuck is Bill babysit my daughter? Who accepted him on the babysitting app or
someone that's related or like one of you guys, like someone I know.
But yeah, that's
I know. Just in terms of your question,
he's
not babysitting my daughter. Just because that's where my mind is right now. Like I can't have like another like
guy.
Oh, like imagine like you got a resume for nannies and babysitters, and you have a man named Bill. Like come on, that's the only thing that's throwing me off.
Yeah, this man went all.
So if you want to say like,
and you know, Bill is not just a fucking 15-year-old. He's like a 20-year-old person or 30-year-old man.
I understand what you're trying to say, but it was just a bad example for that one. That one was.
I think,
but I understand where you're trying to go with it. I understand where you're trying to go with it, though. But that was just a bad scenario. It was a bad scenario.
I'm trying to find an angle because I'm on Billups' side. I'm trying to find an angle where people would backlash.
Yeah, it was just that scenario.
I'll take that.
The angle. Well, you probably can hit it in a way because I would say he you would have to know. I'm not gonna give a scenario. I'm not about to give you an example or whatever. I was just about to say like the only way we can like tweak it is like you would have to know the person. Like, because I get what you're trying to say. Because this is basketball, so I want to look into that. But if it was something significant, let's say he's in basketball and he's known to steal other coaches' plays. He's known to like. You know what I'm saying? Like do little stuff like that. Steal other coaches' plays always, or like he's doing little sneaky stuff in that area of whatchamacallit, what's the word I'm looking for? Of tweaking with something in that sports area. Sure. Then Then we can start talking about that. But you talking about that it doesn't relate to like
sounds
it's
a lot
allegation.
Sounds a lot like Spygate to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you do some Spygate stuff.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick is still a GOAT. But the thing is with me is Chauncey Billups, he was still up for the Cleveland Cavaliers president job a couple years back. He was an assistant coach for the Los Angeles Clippers. He's had all these jobs.
Since 97.
Right. And this all happened in 97. He was on so many teams. I don't remember what else I was trying to say. Just on all these other teams. And it's just like, we never heard of this. Like, I never heard of this. We never heard of it when he was the assistant coach. We never heard of it when he was playing on the Pistons for all those years. Like, he would think, oh, finals MVP, let's find something. Right. I don't know where these people dig this one up because.
But yo, now I'm thinking again. Like you said, you want to keep people on my route. And let's take away from sports a little bit.
Okay.
And the question was to ask, should you hold people's past accountable for their future, I guess.
Yep.
Right.
That's the main question.
I mean, I think it's valid.
Right. And
depending on the situation.
People.
Yeah, depending on the situation.
So, right. So you know a person, if you know a person, right? Mm-hmm. And we've heard that this person loves to manufacture stories when he's with people. Like, let's say he would say one, like...
I'm calling Cap.
Right. But he manufactures a story. Like, he would... Like, you've heard about this person over and over. Now,
he's telling you a story.
Right now, he's telling you a story.
I'm calling Cap.
Right. In the back of your head, do you hold that? Are you double guessing? Cap. Right. So are you... So you're saying that situation is kind of okay to hold his past, because that was...
I see where you're going. Yeah. I see where you're
that
going.
Was in his past.
I'm calling
That
Cap.
was in his past, though. So you don't know this man. Yeah. So it's been years. So now you come back.
It's not valid to me.
So you still want to ask for validation, right. Even though you know it's been years, maybe, but you still want to want validation.
I'm gonna flip it too. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, check y'all talk to y'all interested.
Yeah.
Your boy or somebody comes to you and say, yo, we Thomas the Tank Engine on that in college.
And that's college. So basically telling
she's in her 30s.
Now she's in her 30s,
but with Thomas the Tank Engine.
So all your boys do. Wow, that's a tough. That's a tough one. Yeah.
Are you holding her past against, or did she go up? You see?
If it's my boys, like friends, and like I knew, that's a little. It's gonna kind of got to ease into that one. You got to do a little bit more research into that one.
So if people you don't know, you arrest her.
I mean, if it's people you don't know, it's her past. Her past is her past. That's a lot easier. Right. If it's, I'm not, so let's get into this. Let's get into this now. Because like now that's like saying like your body count. Like if a girl comes up to you, she's like, yeah, I got like 40 bodies.
I think that's different.
How? Is it different? It's still her past.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
It's still her past, though.
It's still her past.
Hold on, Thomas the Tank Engine, though.
Bro.
With strangers that I didn't know and I didn't know.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, it could be Cap.
I'm just saying, yeah.
But are you thinking this Cap is somebody, we threw around?
I mean,
my friends are saying that.
It's going to change your whole view of her. I know that for a fact. Because dude, is telling you this. Because this is the thing with guys, right? When we get, I think women too have that. But
girl talk.
If I have a girl and she's mine, she's mine, right? Like I'm her, she's mine. I don't want to know that any of my boys I can look face to face have done any tanking of any type of sorts with her. So with that being said, I don't want the idea that any of my guys, but my boys that I see every day has been with her. So just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing for us. Like it could, like so sad. It could be a stranger who said that to me. Cool, but I don't see that my boy that is different. Is you know what I'm saying? So it's because somebody else always gonna have somebody else.
Oh no, I
you feel me? For sure. But it's different when it's your man's that.
Imagine.
Right, that's right here next to you. Be like, yo. Because you're not even going to want to pursue her no more. Because you want a girl with your mans that you see every day. You talk to your best friends, who your guys.
You don't look like a fool.
Right. Because you don't want to be with another dudes. We hang out every day. My girl's on my arm. Right. But Soap been smashed that before. And he told me. So like, what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the back of my head, like, what?
Would you drop?
I wouldn't even begin. I wouldn't even pick it up. Like, what?
No, but I'm saying you heard it during though. You heard like, yo, your dog.
Imagine, like I keep
Bro,
that from him.
I would just, if I'm already in there, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna hit it and be out. But I'm not.
Be out eventually.
Right.
Same. I mean,
right.
The same.
Right.
Yeah.
This shit happening.
That's crazy.
Fuck you mean?
But Jules, you're holding all their past against it. She comes to you, she's like, I got 60 bodies.
60. You said
60? Yeah, now I said 60.
Oh, no,
I raised it.
You gotta watch how she moved. Is this
You
the
gotta
way?
watch.
Because people tell
But she
them
does her past.
I found it during I was dating.
Yeah,
It says 60.
60.
Yeah, I'm dropping you.
Ooh.
But look,
It's her past, and now she's a changed woman. She's been celibate for the last 2 years.
There's too many women out there. I'm cool.
Yo, I know this girl who we used to mess around, but when we talk, she's always talking about how she messed with her best friends, like her best guy friends.
I've heard this too.
Like you know what I'm saying? It kept coming on. So in the back of my head, I'm like, all right, shorty, like we can't go nowhere because you fucked a bunch of your guy friends. So at what point are we if we make anything happen, you tell me you're hanging with your guy friend that you've been fucked.
Yeah.
What am I, you know what I'm saying, thinking?
I can't arrest you. I can't.
Right? You
No.
You know what I'm saying? So you be hearing that I fuck this is my best guy friend. You know, he's my best friend, but we had sex, and it's been more
talking like that.
Yeah, it's been more than one of them that she said it before, like right. So I'm like, so you know, guys. So you know me. I'm taking mental notes, like all right. Yeah. So then when she tell another guy friend. Automatically in the back of my head, did you fuck that one? In my back of my head just happens, right? So it's already happening. So I'm like, right. So I'm like, we ain't going nowhere. Like,
exactly.
Because the moment you talk about a guy friend, that's the first that comes to my head already. So it's like, you can keep having your guy friends, bro.
I agree.
You fucking your guy friends with me?
Like,
not me.
Damn, this is a whole nother topic. But I don't really put a cap on body count because again, typically, guys' body counts are typically larger than our women counterparts. However, though, Shope, you said 60?
Yeah, I gave you a high number.
60 different men? Bro, that's like...
But you never know.
She's been active.
Even if you're 30-something, that's like...
Yeah.
That's like 4 men a year? Am I doing the math right? It's like 4 men a year?
That's possible.
Like
that's very possible.
That's very possible. That's pretty good math.
Yeah.
I think...
Even if it was 3 men a year.
You start being... Yeah, but anyway.
I think that's that's a real thing.
I don't know. That's a whole nother topic.
You want to bring it down? We can bring it down to 25.
Oh, 25. Yeah, 25. Yeah, that's cool.
30. 30 at 30.
One guy a year?
30 at 30. It can't
Since
be one guy. They can't be since you were born.
Like 2. Right? It can't be since you were born. Just say she lost her virginity at 16. 16, 17, 18, whatever.
And you at 30?
And then she's at 30 at 30.
30 different men that you slept with?
Damn, so that means in like 12 years? Would it be?
So you could even do 2 and you can make it.
So 13 years.
She's kind of bugging.
In 13 years.
She's kind of bugging, bro.
She's like 17.
She's kind of bugging, bro.
That's true. Like that's very.
Wait, you said 2 years? Oh, 2 years. 2 years, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why that sounds like fine. Like,
because you would see a girl mess with dudes for like 6 months, 6 to 8 months. One guy is valid for 2 years. But then again, you have to count in one night stands.
Yep.
One night stands, Cancun, Mexico, little vacations. That's some shit.
And I'm buying you dinner. I'm buying you gifts. While this other guy just said, "What's up? How you doing?" Come back to the spizzy.
Going all the tropical
okay.
places.
Let's stop at 30. Anything over 30, I can't arrest you.
Damn.
I can't arrest you. We can. Oh yeah, what you know? Oh, okay. Yeah, come through.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You want me to scoop? All right, but as far as like on IG, kissing.
Man said no coffee combs over here.
No coffee combs, man.
No
but
coffee combs.
I'm not opposed to like women who like are promiscuous. That's fine, but like, man, when you giving these numbers like 60, bro.
Yeah,
That's train
60 at 38.
You gotta. I can't arrest you. I'm sorry.
Oof. If you got a train run on you,
I love it more
City,
than this
you
topic.
hear that? Did you hear that?
What girl's gonna tell you that?
Yo, that's a thing too. That's a whole other topic.
What girls gonna tell you that? But what dudes will tell you that?
No, dudes.
Dudes will tell you like you hanging with her friend. And you like you know what happened.
It'd be like,
I bet like yo, Julie, you bugging. I'm like, what? I'm bugging? What you mean? Oh, really?
But you actually the Mighty Equate comes
So
up like have
funny.
you had a threesome?
Yeah.
So sometimes it may not be a descriptive threesome.
I've honestly never.
You never had a
Jackson.
threesome?
Yeah.
No, I've never. I've never.
Do you want to? Do you want to have one?
I mean, what? No, I could just.
Yo, X, you gonna do us this solid? Take some pictures.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, hopefully he can do that. But we wrap it up on.
I mean,
You're thinking if you're gonna have it? Maybe just wait our turn.
I mean, I guess just knock off the bucket list, but it's not something I think about.
Yeah. It was
I'd
good.
rather have a one-on-one session with you after.
Hey,
Okay, let me stop.
Hey,
Let me
keep
stop.
going. No, keep
No,
going.
you
Keep
stop.
going. I've never
This guy
Nope.
City's so funny.
Never have one.
This guy here, man. Oh my gosh, he's funny. Oh man. Not even gonna get into it.
Yeah, right. Not even gonna get into it. That's not even gonna get into it.
Like, he's ready to tell a story too.
I have no stories to tell. I have no stories.
So what did we learn? Oh yeah, we about to wrap up. I'll pull you something right when we sign
You said
off.
what we've learned?
What have we learned in this episode? Just with on top, just to wrap everything up, and of just how crazy and
I've learned
corrupt
that
this
I can't
world
arrest
is.
some type of woman.
Oh yeah.
I've learned that rules are rules,
Rules are-
regulations are
yeah.
regulations, and that your past can be held against you.
Sucks, but it
Yeah,
can.
That's a fact.
I think Jules, you summed it up. You summed it up pretty great.
Yeah.
So until next time, episode
Past
11.
can be a picture, yeah.
I'm one of your hosts. Episode 11 coming to you soon. For myself, for Chef, for Jullys. Till next time, we out.
Alright, deuces.
Hey, girls just wanna have fun. We turning up. Someone wrote a bunch. Someone pour a cup. Cause tonight we going up and coming down.